You and I, let's be honest, we're a little geeky.
A little?
A little.
Yeah.
You more than I.
Yeah, thank you.
So
Yes, sir.
who better to give testimony to wanting to use technology to engage a marketplace and to really bring together an extraordinary 40-year history, a biography that really brings together an enormous spectrum of content, an enormous spectrum of experiences. So rather than having you and I, as really in the technology world, talk about this, I thought instead I could invite up truly a leader of the free world to really talk to us about how technology is going to change what he can do. So I'd like to invite up Neil Young. Thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jonathan, for inviting me here.
And thank you so much for joining us.
I hope you'll stay up here with me because I don't know what I'm doing.
I got a funny feeling you do. So you are very much among friends here, and you were talking to me last night about really back in the 80s, wanting to bring really everything that you had touched, everything you had done to the world, and you couldn't do it. But somehow that's starting to change. What's changing?
Well, originally my problem was the sound wasn't good enough, the digital sound wasn't good enough, and now with Blu-ray technology, we've been able to get the 192/24 sound, which is really cool. But the coolest thing about it, besides the sound, is the way you can navigate around in these discs. And this is my archive volume 1 that we're talking about today of 5 volumes spanning maybe 45 or 50 years. So it's a chronological trip through my musical experience and what set it up in the beginning of my life and everything. It tells the story of my music in days. So it goes step by step. So what we needed was technology that would let us go through this chronological thing, sort of like a video game, so that you could drop in anywhere on the timeline and have a representation of it. And really, I think the Java-powered navigation system and the interactivity with the internet has made it possible for us to do things that a few years ago we never could have done, and things that would have never happened in the music industry to this day.
Are we going to get a demo?
We're going to give you a demo, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, and it's fake, okay? So it's going to work. So I'd like to bring out my partner, Mr. L.A. Johnson from Shaky Pictures, who helped us create this. Oh, shall we crank it up, Larry?
Let's give it a run here.
All right. Well, here we are. Nice to see you today. Let's start it up. Oh, yeah. So that was me in 1963. That's like, I guess, a long time ago. And that's a file cabinet of my songs since 1963 up to 1972 or something.
So that's
anyway,
only 10 years in that file.
Yeah, 10 years. This is volume 1 of 5 volumes. So as you can see, you get around in the file cabinet by Larry. Can you help me with this?
Sure. We're in the photo side of this now. You can navigate through with the Java and go to see the pictures and have caption on, caption off, to get the photographer. And here's Neil. What is this?
That's a record. That's a 45 RPM record. You probably may have seen one of these in a junk store.
Many of you may not know what that is, but that was in fact a recording vehicle.
My son's in the audience. He has never seen that.
That has very deep grooves. That's where the term deep groove came from, right there. And so, yeah, there's a record player. That's how I started. So when I started, I was making mostly instrumentals. So back in the beginning of this, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever instrumentals from before when I got my first recording contract. And this is my first record. And there's the file cabinet again. And now we're looking through for other things and trying to find something else. Other one.
You brought this song back this year.
Yeah. We did this on tour this year. This is like 45 years old or something. And the Sultan. And it was the B-side. That's a tape recorder. There's another one. These are my old friends. There's a tape recorder there. And look, I'm in a dressing room with a record player. And so this is all this is the background of the musical history. This is a cartridge. 'Cause they sounded terrible. This is that's a good 15 IPS, and this is a CD. Now, we took a giant dump at this point. But now we've crawled up out of the blackness and out of the dirge to get to the Blu-ray disc level where we're almost there with a fantastic 24:192 resolution, which is good enough and is what we're going to have for a while. So I've decided to dump all of this stuff on you now.